As we know, this week's Parsha is the Parsha Chodesh, and the Haftarah is interesting. It deals with the Beit HaShlishi, the third temple, uh, because it sort of like ties Jewish history together. The first two temples are in the past. The third is in the future, in the times of Mashiach, of the Messiah. What's interesting is a lot of people say that many political movements throughout history were based on the Messianic promise. That people were trying to bring the Messiah by going to do wars and whatnot to change the world. But that's not the Jewish attitude. The Jewish attitude is not that you take over the government and therefore you institute taking over the world. The Jewish attitude is you do mitzvot, you do follow the commandments, and if you behave a certain way, people will notice, and you'll change the world from the bottom up. You'll make the world a better place because of your actions on a personal level. A lot of people make that mistake. Interesting to note, there are four revolutions that changed that changed human history. The Glorious Revolution of 1688, the American Revolution, the French Revolution, and the Russian Revolution. Now, two of them turned out very good. Two of them turned out to be very bad. The American and the British revolutions turned out to be good because they were God-centered. Remember the slogan, uh, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? Um, French was equality, fraternity, liberty, equality, fraternity. But the Americans put God at the center, uh, and so did the British. To this day, when King Charles was installed as the king, the important part of the coronation was they took him to a Bible and said, "This is the Constitution of the British Empire." In other words, it's God-centered. The Americans, although God is not in the Constitution or anything like that, it was a God-centered society at the time of the writing of the Constitution. John Adams famously said that the Constitution was written for a religious population, meaning that they were God-centered, and that's why they turned out that way. The Russian and French revolutions took God out of the picture. And we all know how they ended up. The French with the terror, and the Russians with the murder of millions. Um, anyways, this is something to teach us that when we speak about bringing Mashiach, we do it through mitzvot, through our own personal work. And that's what we should always remember. Something to think about, Kaddish Rabbanim.